Hi there, it's Desi of Mystical Smiles and my friend Kiara. If you guys remember, Mystical Smiles is the best face painter and most favorite for Glorydaysgrill's restaurants, which are still open for food and stuff. And guys, myself and the other painters, we miss you so much. We really do. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be back in the restaurants for quite some time. But I do hope that you will send them some emails and ask that when things do get to normal, that we please get Mystical Smiles back in there, because we really want to paint and we really want to see your smiles. I did have a message from a mom, and I'm going to dedicate today's tiger to Claire. Claire used to come and see me at one of the restaurants, and her mom said she was really sad because she said, remember when I would get face painted after my classes? And oh, it almost brought me to tears. So today's tiger is going to be dedicated to Claire. And parents, this is for you to do at home only on your kids, because if you were to do this for any other kids, you would have to be wearing a mask and you would have to be wearing one of these, and plus a lot of disinfecting procedures. So let's get started on this Claire tiger. So I picked these special colors for Claire. It's called Caribbean. So that's our palette, Caribbean. And you're going to mist it, a couple of mists like that. You're going to get a sponge that has this petal shape, see? And we are going to drag the petal shape here, like in the center. This is not going to go on the eyes, you guys. This is going to go pretty much. And sorry I'm out of practice, but you know, we have not worked since March. Feels like forever. So you're going to start here in the corner by the eye, over the side of the nose. Right? You can always go with the point like that, see? And you're going to come over here on this corner, and you can just pounce. It's just like a little pounce like this, and you can get it so the end gets by the eye. But you don't want to get anything here because we're going to need the muzzle there. So then you're going to come over here and do like a half moon. Again, it's doing it a little slower for you, and also because I'm out of practice. Now, the cool thing is you can extend this at this point and not do ears, or you can take the same sponge, and what I like to do is at an angle, put an ear here. Put an ear here. Now, tigers and lions don't have ears like a cat, so they're round. So once you get this paint on there, get a little more like this. Kiara's always so good. She's always nice and still and quiet, which is what I would always ask you guys to do. You all used to drive me crazy. Like moving targets. Sometimes some of the tigers and lions looked like a smear. Okay, great. So for some kids, you're then going to take another sponge and dab over the eyelids, or you can do it with a brush. It's whatever you feel more secure with. So if you're doing it, do that. Now, some painters will start with the white first, do all the white, and then do the rest of the colors. But I did it this way so that you can have the choice of whether you wanted to do it with a brush or a sponge. So now watch, the corner is going right here. Actually, take it this way. Take the point. Now take the point here. Then turn it around. Well, it's got a little bit of a run. I'll fix that. And then over here on the corners. So now had I started this the way I used to do it, I would have done the muzzle and everything first, and then I would have done the color. So now comes the brush. So you can shape it with the brush. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cover it for you, but from the angle that she's in, it's hard for me to see. So either you're not seeing at one point or I'm not seeing, but I think it's more important I see first. There you go, you've done the... So this is going to be something for mom and dad to do. And then you can connect it here. So see, boys and girls, that's why we always ask you to keep your eyes closed. It's not because we're going to do anything to you. It's because if you have your eyes open and you move fast, I mean, we could accidentally poke you with a brush, or in some cases the paint, like here, dripped. That can actually go in your eyes. You know, just like when you're shampooing your hair. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to quickly fix that little portion with a baby wipe. Face painters love baby wipes because baby wipes are like our eraser. It's the fastest way to get something off. Of course, I had to pick a brand new pair of baby wipes, which is taking forever for me to go. So you just take your finger, stick it in here, got a point, and then this becomes your eraser. See? And you can shape stuff. A lot of times we use this to erase, and a lot of times we actually use it to shape too. I always shape my butterflies and stuff this way. And sometimes, mom, dad, you know, when you make a mistake, sometimes a mistake is a great thing. And there's a very famous artist that used to say, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents. So we're going to do that. There. Okay, so now you can either choose to do like a little extension of this here, like do like a little, I call it the tiger chin. Do it like this. If we want, we could make it pointy, or we could just make it round. You have the ability to flip this back and forth to shape it any way you want. But basically it's just to give him a bottom goatee, like a lip. Cool. And with this you can shape it. So again, we're going slower than usual because I want you to really take your time in doing it, and also out of practice, haven't painted since March. Oh, I hate saying that. We were painting for a while, but afterwards, you know, you miss the real people and you miss the events, and you kind of get a little sad and put it aside for a while, but we are getting back to things. So now you have created your tiger. And now what we're going to do is we're going to, remember I said the ears were round, so this is black. This is the black that you're using. And I'm using a Cornell, kind of the numbers erased, but it's bigger than a 3. Then you're going to go back and do this, right? Give Kiara's drink out of the way. Now, this is where you get to have fun. You can actually kind of like wiggle it a bit and make it look like he's got like a little bit of a hair. So Claire, I hope you're gonna like this. Now, remember we added the chin, so you're gonna do the same here. Just wiggle a little bit, make it look like It's a little irregular. So then we're going to put another second semicircle in there. Semicircle. And then we're going to make it a little furry. So now, this is where you start to shape the muzzle. So you go in here in the corner, curve it, in here in the corner, curve it, right? And there's all kinds of different ways to make tigers, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a little bit of the nostril here and a little bit here and take it towards the center. So you're not going to make the whole nose black, because if you do that, then you can start making it look more like a bear instead of a cat. The cats, normally we just do a little bit of the nostril here, and you can get artsy and give it a little point like that. Depending on the age group you're doing, you can take this up and over and outline, and up and over, outline. You can maybe connect it a little more here and kind of do, you know how wild animals normally have that little corner? You okay, Kira? Mm-hmm. Have that little corner in the eye. So the next thing you're going to do is come down the center of the nose straight down to the end of the top lip. And then we're going to make the muzzle. Remember I say a muzzle. So you're going to do 3 lines, but you're going to start up here and you're going to press and curve in. Press and curve in. Press and curve in. See? Press and curve in. Press and curve in. Press and curve in. So you have got your muzzle developing there. Now, a tiger has stripes, but there's so many different ways that you can do these stripes. You can make them very long and thin, almost zebra looking like, or you can make them like really big and thick like check marks, or you can do a combination of both. It's all in your style. Or you could even add hair to the tiger and give it like a cute little look. So we're gonna do right here, you start with a point and then you press down, pull, and lift. Point, press down, pull, and lift, right? In the center, you can try to do one of these, like almost like you're starting a triangle, but you've got twins, opposite ends. So now you're going to continue here. I want you to see. Same thing, light, press, pull. Light, press, pull. And again, there's so many different ways to make these stripes. There's no wrong way and right way. But you do want to try and space them evenly apart from each other. And there's a lot of tutorials you can look at. Oh, good. Now over here, when it comes to the lips, we normally have paints that are specialized for the eyes and the lips, and they add a little glimmer effect to it. Or you can just go full out black like this, the same black that you had. But the thing is, you can't, boys and girls, you can't do this, because then you're going to end up with like black fish lips, and it's not really going to look like a tiger. It's going to be kind of like a smear, for lack of a better word. So Then we can get a little fancy. We can add a tooth here and a tooth here, and we can fill it in. And the other thing that I used to love to do is take another brush, and you can decorate with this. So we can do some dots inside of the stripes. Kind of push that one up a bit. Oh, Claire, I can bet this would look so good on Claire if her mom gives it a whirl. Claire's mom can do it. I have faith in her. And then you can highlight, so make it look a little hairier. A little roundness here. Oh, I like it. And if you want to get fancy smancy pantsy, you can take the same white and outline all the way around everything. Very light pressure. Very light pressure. And so this is kind of neat because it almost gives it an animation look to it. Same here. Kiera is so good because if it was anybody else that I was this slow with, their eyes would be watering all over the place. But you're at home, you can take your time, you can take breaks in between each step and have the kids open their eyes. All right, open your eyes. Oh, ooh. And now the other cute thing is we tend to carry these glitter gels, and the restaurants we would get fancy a lot of times. So this palette seems to have the purple in it, but when it's blended, it goes purple, pink, this laser red. So we can actually take a little bit of this glitter gel and go like that. So then we get a really cool kind of carnival look without you going with these, like, I mean, I have those too, but the problem with that glitter is if you're outdoors and it's windy, you go to put glitter here and it goes, and it actually hits the neighbor in the back and they're like, so you can even get, you know, fancy smancy, you put it on the nose. So open your eyes and take a look at your tiger. Ooh!
I feel like I'm at this circus. I feel like an acrobat.
You do?
Yeah.
So that is Claire's tiger. So again, we really miss you guys. We had really hoped to be back in the restaurants a long time ago. We can only hope that by next year that this will be over, and hopefully you'll still remember us because we remember you, and have Glory Days get us back in there again so we can go back to normal and just have a painting party all night long. Bye guys, and remember you can remove all this with baby wipes. Bye Claire, I miss you.